All right, guys. So I figured it's time to start doing some more long form content. Part of the reason why I want to make more long form content is because sometimes it takes me a bit on like an Instagram story. I'm pretty good on camera in terms of speaking to a camera, and I can speak in under a minute or under 3 minutes. But at the same time, most people aren't on Instagram to watch 1 to 3 minute videos. So we're here on YouTube and glad to be here. Now, really, guys, like what I'm going to talk about, and if anybody, I don't even want to ask for topics just yet because this is literally the first video. So I'm going to talk about where I'm at. And then if you want to give a topic, I will add it to the list, but I'm not going to rely on you guys to fucking pump smoke into this fire. I really don't care if these videos get that many views because the thing is, I'm not for everybody, and this type of content is going to be less and less for everybody. It's not going to be as general, and it's going to be a bit more deep. And some people just aren't there. Some people don't like me that follow me. Some people want to just watch the shit that I do or keep up with the shit that I do, which is totally fine. Like, I don't care what the reason why people follow me is. But for the people that have jumped on board with now YouTube, I appreciate you for coming over here. And really, like, where am I at right now, man? Now, for those who don't know, this may come as a shock to some. I am 28 years old. Okay. I turn 29 later this year in November. My name is Matt Gerard, and I am really just another person just like you. Now, if you have followed me for a while, you know that like I am a competitive bodybuilder, but I'm not even gonna label myself as like one thing. But I do compete in bodybuilding shows and I live a bodybuilding style life. So where my focus is health and fitness. And I think from the outside looking in, a lot of people look at that as, well, you're just working on your body 24/7. Well, yeah, that's a big portion of it, but the portion where people don't understand, where the people probably won't even come over to YouTube to watch these videos, is it's much more than just working on the physical. I would not be where I am physically if I didn't deal with what was going on up in here, and in my fucking soul. So being able to deal with that stuff allows me to develop the physique that I do have. Someone's gonna comment, "And the steroids, you forgot to mention the steroids." Okay, and the steroids, okay? So, we're not gonna hide anything here, guys. Now, the other reason why I wanna make this channel is because I'm starting to become more accepting of myself, and I'm, like, over putting out an image of being perfect, man, because I'm fucking not, and I know you're not either, which is why you're probably fucking searching on YouTube for the reason or someone or something to relate to, or the reason why you scroll social media to the depths that you do, because what you're looking for is you're looking to give your attention to something, or you may be chasing the attention of a person. But what you're really seeking is connection. But we chase all these little things. We chase attention, we chase stimulation. But what we really want is connection. And the thing is, if I'm putting out just a fraction of myself on the internet, I'm going to attract people in my life that are just fractions, that just play little puzzle pieces in my life, when I want more than that, of course, man. I want bigger connections. I don't want these little like one-off connections and things like that. I want true long-lasting connections with people in my life. That's not just gonna be long-lasting because you didn't move on, but long-lasting because the relationship, and I'm not just talking about relationships with like women. I'm talking about relationships with like, people in business, companies, of course, women as well, or friends. Um, you want to have a long-lasting relationship with. I do, because you don't want to, wear something out to where it's like overstaying your welcome, or like it's, beating a dead horse, I guess you can say. I'm sure there's a lot of you that have been in relationships before, or are currently in a relationship to where you're like, going through the motions and things like that. And, like I'm not here to judge anybody's relationships because one, I'm fucking single. So it's like, I am not the guy to go to for relationship advice, but I have been in a lot of not a lot of relationships, but I've been in my fair share of relationships to learn a thing or two. And, as of November, I have been single and, by my decision because I felt like the relationship did not have the potential to become what I needed for myself and for what I believe my ex needed for her. And I'm not just totally selfish when I am with somebody. I don't just look at, well, I'm not getting this need met or that need met. No, I really felt like one, I wasn't being authentically me in some ways. I was kind of maybe holding back or not necessarily holding back or but I was suppressing or the volume down on some of my things were, turned down a bit. Not because she turned them down or anything like that, but because I wasn't allowing myself to be, fully accepting of myself. So I'm giving this fractional type of relationship or fractional type of connection to somebody. And if I'm giving a fractional connection or relationship to somebody, they can only give a fraction or, a small sliver of what they can be to me. And ideally, I don't want that, man. Like, I don't want someone to be bound by only a fraction of who they could be. One, I want to be everything that I can be. I want all you to be everything that you can be. And I want anybody that I come in contact with in my life to be everything that they're meant to be. So, like, the thing with connections and things like that is how long can that connection serve a purpose? Does it still serve a purpose in life? Like, some things I do believe last forever, you know? Some things I believe are for seasons and for reasons. And sometimes that season may last your whole entire life, or sometimes the reason is they were here for this reason, they taught you something, and it's time to move on. So, that's really where I got to at the end of my relationship was, it kind of built over time to where, I felt like I wasn't being truly 100% myself. Not that I was doing anything like devious or like, stepping out on my ex or cheating on her, but like I felt like, wondering if the grass was greener on the other side. Not necessarily with another woman, but for myself, if being by myself would be better. And I also felt like it felt more justified because I could say, well, if things will be better for me, things will ultimately be better for her as well. Right. I'm not just some selfish. I can be selfish, right? But I'm not just a total selfish narcissist. So, like I said, that was November of 2024. It's now almost May. It's late April of 2025. So that's November, December, January, February, March, and we got April. That's about 6 months being single. And like I've dated some girls here and there in the past, 6 months, but I've spent majority of that time alone. And I'll be honest, guys, like there's been times where I'm like, damn man, I feel kind of lonely. But that is, through like the social media, you can get on social media and you can feel like, damn, I'm missing out. Look at this happy couple. Look at this, they're traveling here, they're doing this, they're doing that. Man, look at this person getting all this success. Man, I can't change that. I can't change what happy couple I see on Insta. I might be able to by adjusting the algorithm or whatever, but you're gonna see shit on Instagram, which I'm not saying Instagram's evil. It's just like be aware of like what you're consuming because for me, what it was kind of doing was making me have those lonely feelings sometimes, and it was taking me away from what I actually have to give, which is me, man. Like all I have to give is me. So lately, like I have been posting more content on Instagram on my stories, short form like food reviews and like energy drink reviews, Simply not because I want attention, just simply because I like it and it's a part of what I do every day. And part of me is like, kind of like, oh man, like I drink a lot of fucking energy drinks once you get it on video. But, I guess that's kind of like just it's more of me, and that's just who I am. But it's like it's so tempting these days to want to play like an image or like try to give off a vibe, I guess, on the social media. But here's the thing, man. Like you can curate your social media to like give off a certain vibe, but at the end of the day, like shit changes, man. Like shit is supposed to fucking change. Shit is supposed to fucking evolve. Things are supposed to, you're not always going to be on the same vibe. If you've only been on the same vibe for, the entire time, I'm not gonna say like don't fix what's not broken. Like, but for me, man, like I'm always open and willing to change and not just change the external. Like today I'm wearing a pink hat. That's just an external thing, but I like the pink hat, right? But the way like that I get the most change out of my life is looking inward. And what do I need to change inside of me? Like, what am I looking at on social media? What am I trying to like compare myself to? Or what am I FOMOing over? And when I'm looking at what I'm fear of missing outing or what I'm not getting or comparing myself to on Instagram, I'm not looking at what I'm actually the gifts I've already been given. So that keeps me out of the present moment. It puts me in the future, like, oh, like, you know, I'll never have the money to go to Dubai. Like, I don't even know if I want to go to Dubai, like, or oh, I'll never like be in this happy of a relationship because like all my relationships have failed. Now I'm like going into the future, then I'm going into the past. Like, yo, that's like not where I'm supposed to be, man. I'm supposed to be right here, right fucking now. So so like I was saying, I'm supposed to be here right fucking now. And I've been having a lot of fun lately being just me, man. And it can be like easy to like feel like I'm gonna be judged. And honestly, like that's the thing, man. Like not my mom told me this, and my mom passed away last year in July. But she told me this when I dropped out of film school. She said, I was on the fence about dropping out of film school. I knew in my heart that I wanted to drop out because I didn't like the direction film school was going to. I didn't want to work on movie sets. I wanted to do stuff like this. And I knew in my heart that it wasn't aligned with me, but maybe the right thing to do would be to stick it out. So I called my mom and asked her, and I said, "Hey, like, I'm thinking about dropping out of school." And she said, "Well, you have to follow your heart. Like, it's not your job, to make everyone happy. You have to make yourself happy in this life. Like, you only get one life." And like, she even said, like, you're gonna work with people that you don't like. It's not your job to like everybody either. Like, dude, that's too big a responsibility to like everybody, right? I don't have to dislike anybody. Like, I don't hate anybody. I don't dislike anybody. It's too much work, man. Like, what the fuck am I doing disliking somebody? Like, I'm wasting time and I'm giving away energy to disliking something. So, like, if you came on this video to like dislike me or hate on me, like, thank you for your one view or that you got from it. And thank you for the energy that you're putting into my life. Because I'm gonna absorb that shit and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fucking win. Simply, man. Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna use it for good. Like, if you try to fucking throw evil at me, like, good shit's gonna come from it. I'm gonna transmute that energy. But I don't think anybody's doing that, man. That's the thing. That's all in my head. I really don't think I have haters. Like, I probably do. I probably got like secret haters that follow me, but I'm getting off on a tangent right now. But that's the thing too. It's like when you shine bright, like it's going to it's going to it like, it's a double-edged sword because as I do well on Instagram or as I do well on social media, someone could feel like, "Well, fuck him, like, he's doing really well, like, why can't I have, the trip to this place? Why can't Matt's going to Dubai now, or Matt's going to, Mexico or, Japan or something like that. Why can't I do that like Matt?" You can, and all you have to do is start just doing what you're fucking good at. for some reason, like, I know how to press a video button, I know how to talk to a camera, but just doing what you're aligned to do, what comes naturally to you. And I'm not just gonna say like what feels natural, because it's not really about a feeling, it's just about a knowing. There's a difference between feeling and knowing. It's like an intuition. And it's something you feel like in your heart, not just in your heart. It's not like an emotion. It's something that your heart and brain both fucking agree upon. Your soul's like, let's go. And that's why like I'm making this video, because I'm trying to step more into that piece of me and trying to become more of me and trying to become an even more complete version of me. Now, that's the thing also, guys, like you can take little cuts or clips of this video and probably make frame me in the worst light possible, or you could take little clips and cuts out of this video and frame me in the best light possible. But just watch the entire story and don't judge the entire story until the story is fucking over yet, because I plan on living a long life. And if I don't live a long life, I plan on living a very high quality life, and I plan on living a loving life, and I plan on loving each and every single day of my life and being able to share that. So if, getting on YouTube and making some more long form content, I do not have a plan as to how often I want to make these videos. I don't want it to become like a thing to where it's like a formality. I want to do this because it comes organic. And, if God or whatever, my soul or my higher self or the universe wants me to make these videos more consistently, it'll bestow me upon the ideas and God will speak through me. Uh, the universe, my higher self will all speak through me and give me everything I need to say to hopefully touch somebody. And if you do like this type of content, go ahead, click the like button, hit subscribe. There'll be more shit to come. And if you do have a topic, I will put it on the list. But like I said, man, I'm not doing this for formalities or like as another job. I'm doing this for fun, and whatever comes from it will come from it. So, with that, I got this left to eat today, and I have some like oatmeal and some carbs and a protein shake. So, it's getting a little bit late. Happy Sunday or whenever you're seeing this video. Peace.